Hi, everybody. Laura here. Thanks so much for joining me today. I have the great honor of joining the beautiful, the lovely, the sweet Paulina from Pretty Pink Posh for her watercolor blog hop. And here's the card I'm making. I'm starting with some Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock. I'm going to be embossing. So first thing I'm doing is rubbing that down with my magic powder bag. And I've got this large grid background stamp. It's by Simon Says Stamp. I am inking that up with Versamark ink. I'm going to be embossing this grid background in clear embossing powder to do my fancy schmancy watercoloring. No, it's not very fancy, but it is a little schmancy. So I always like to do when I'm doing a big background stamp, I like to put the cardstock on top of the stamp. Helps me to know, get it lined up just perfect. So then now I'll pour on some Simon Says Stamp clear embossing powder. This is great. It's nice and fine and it captures all of that detail in the grid. The grid has very fine lines, which I love. And then now this is all embossed. I'm going to come in. I'm doing my watercoloring today with my new Ziggy 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 clean color markers I bought, which was a huge mistake. I bought the 24 pack. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was thinking, you know what? I've never tried these. I need to give it a chance before see if I love it. But I should have bought, what's the largest one you can get? Is it 60? I should have got that one because now that I've tried them, I want them all. Well, I don't want them all. I want the colors that I love. So maybe I'm going to have to buy them individually. But anyway, I'm using the colors that I love the most right here that came in my 24 pack. And I'll list them down below so you'll know exactly which colors that I use. And basically what I'm doing here is I'm just swiping a little color on the left side of the square and dragging it out with my aqua brush. And I thought this is so fun. And the great thing about this embossed grid background is that embossing kind of keeps the color pooled inside the square and it gives you this nice, neat, and tidy look, as well as having this loose watercolor feel. So you get like neat and tidy and loose and watercolor all at the same time. It's best of both worlds. And anyway, now once I get that all done and it's dried, I trimmed it out into a square. Now I'm taking this Cheers die, and I also die cut that onto some Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock. I'm taking that red zig, that was the same one I used in the grid, and I'm dragging that out to give this word die cut kind of an ombre look. And this is so fun. I'm going to be doing this a lot with my word die cuts. So quick and easy to do too, and it coordinates with your background. Love it. And then what I did was I went ahead and die cut 4 more of those the word die cuts onto some Nina Solar White, and I'm stacking them up. Let's see if I can say this correctly. It's the Mini Multi Matte Medium Glue. Woo! That's a tongue twister. I don't think I could say it again. But anyhow, you can see how I've got that new. I bought those needle tip nozzles that you can just fit right onto that little. I'm not going to say it again. The M&M glue, and it gives you nice thin precision application. Yes, that's all I'm going to say about that glue. I get off track when I get talking about that glue. So now I've got some silver thread that I just kind of let fall off the spool, and I'm just dragging it out to give it a nice little circular form. And I'm going to take that glue again, and I'm going to adhere this right on top of that thread. And that's what's going to hold this thread in place. Sticking that down right on top of there. And then we've got the exclamation point to carefully glue on to the side as well. And I went ahead, I didn't show this part, but I embossed the sentiment on some black cardstock. You can see right there to the right. It's from the Happy and Smile stamp set. This is one of my favorites lately. I can't stop using it. It came in the June car kit, the Simon Says Stamp car kit, but you can buy it individually. Happy and Smile. Awesome, awesome stamp set. I took one of the sentiments from that set. I embossed it in white on a little black sentiment strip, and I'm going to put that below. So it says, "Cheers, it's your birthday." And just for a little icing on the cake, some sparkling clear sequins. I'm cutting this 8mm in half. I wanted to be able to tuck it underneath my black sentiment strip. That there was so much foam tape under there I couldn't get it. So I just snipped that little booger right in half. And that's what you call a little trick of the trade right there. Put that in your back pocket and save it for a rainy day, because sometimes you just need to snip your sequins. And these are my favorite Pretty Pink Posh embellishment ever. The 4, the 6, the 8 sparkling clear sequins. Love them, love them, love them. Thank you, Paulina, for having me. Enjoy the rest of your watercolor blog hop, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.